at fault and issued 2 citations, correct?
Yes, correct.
In reference to the second citation, the one for leaving the scene of an accident with injuries, what was the factual basis for that?
Due to the accident originally happened on Pond Ridge, the driver of vehicle 1 was not there, Miss Mack. She was later found down on Mariah Lane with the damage matching up on the vehicle to the accident that occurred.
You said she was found later on where?
On Mariah Lane.
On Mariah Lane, okay. And was that based on you guys traveling in the location looking for her, or was there a dispatch to that location?
No, we was checking the area.
Okay. Nothing further for this witness at this time, Your Honor?
All right, Ms. Mack, you have a right to ask the police officer questions if you'd like to. You have any questions you'd like to ask the officer?
No.
All right, Mr. Prosecutor, do you have any other witnesses? Ms. Mack has no questions.
Yes, Your Honor. If I could call Winston Carter.
Mr. Carter?
Mr. Carter?
Yes.
You are under oath, sir. The prosecutor will ask you some questions, and then if Ms. Mack feels inclined, she has the right to ask you questions as well. You're simply a fact witness in this case. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Prosecutor.
Mr. Carter, were you involved, or were you a passenger or the driver of a vehicle that was involved in an accident on the 20th of April of 2021?
No, sir, I was not.
Were you at that location?
I was at my house, which is at the location.
You said you were in your house, which
I
is
was
at the location?
I was at the house, which is at the location on Pine Ridge. I stay on Pine Ridge.
Okay. Were you able to see the accident?
I was not. I heard it, and then after that, I looked, and that was right at the time right after it happened.
Okay. Did you go out to where it occurred?
I did. I went out to render aid to the driver that was in the eastbound lane.
Okay. Can you just state to the court briefly from what you were involved in?
He seemed to be sort of out of it a little bit from the accident. And the other car had left, and I was just calming him down and letting him know that we had called 911 and ambulance and stuff.
Okay. All right. So when you arrived, there was only one vehicle at the scene.
Well, I mean, it's actually, I could physically see the other vehicle after it happened, leaving the scene.
Oh, okay. So you saw it leaving the location where the accident occurred.
Right. It almost happened in front of the house.
Okay. All right. No further questions for this witness, Judge?
All right, Ms. Mack, do you have any questions you'd like to ask this fact witness, Mr. Winston Carter?
No.
All right, does the city have any other witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor. I'd like to call Blanche Carter.
Okay.
Ms. Carter, you are under oath. You're being called as a fact witness to testify in this matter.
Okay.
Ms. Carter, were you in the vehicle involved in the accident with Ms. Mack on April 20th?
No, I was not.
Okay. And what is your connection to this incident?
Just as Mr. Carter said, that we were in the driveway, and as we was in the driveway talking, she was coming down, and she was coming down. I don't know what she was doing, and just like he said, we heard the crash, and the gentleman that was going eastbound, that's when he was sort of out of it, and he jumped out the car saying that he was hurt.
Ms. Carter, Ms. Carter, hold on one second. Let me stop you for a second.
Go ahead.
All right, Judge, there's an issue here that I just need to go ahead and get on the record.
Okay.
We have, and Ms. Carter, this is not directed to you, so if you can just place yourself on mute. we have two witnesses, neither one of which were involved in the accident. And as it appears, unless somebody can tell me better, the actual other individual, Mr. Solomon Oliwole, is not present. And I don't recall that person being on this morning when we reset it.
So do we know if, was it his vehicle that was involved in the accident?
Correct, correct.
Do we
Neither
know if
one
he
of the
was
two-
subpoenaed to be in court today?
I have no information to that. Maybe
Ms.
the clerk
Yates, do
can.
we know if the gentleman involved in the accident was subpoenaed to be in court today?
We're checking
One
now.
moment.
Okay.
Judge, I'm going to jump into the breakout room and tell the attorneys that we have these other matters going on. They just have to stand by for a while.
Okay.
Judge Freeman,
Yes,
it does not appear that the other party was sent the subpoena.
okay, all right. Ms. Mack, Mr.
Yeah.
Carter, and Mrs. Carter.
Yes,
The other gentleman involved in the accident, for some reason, was not subpoenaed for this hearing. They need to be here. So
Okay,
I'm going to have to continue this to get that other gentleman here.
okay,
So
Okay.
they will provide you all with a reset court date. It will be back on the 8 o'clock calendar. Now, if after being subpoenaed, if he does not show up, the prosecution may move to null pros the case, but I at least want to give him an opportunity to be present.
Okay.
Thank you all for being with us at 8 o'clock, now at 1 o'clock, but you will receive your reset court date. Has
Okay.
everyone typed their email address and full name in the chat? Or Ms.
Okay.
Yates, do you have their information?
I have their information.
Okay. So you have it for both of the Carters and Ms. Mack, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then you all can log off and you will receive the reset court notice. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. All right.
Let's next go to, I think the other person from this morning left was Miss Brown, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, Officer Edwards, I'll wait on the prosecutor to come back, but we'll go ahead and try the case involving Miss Brown.
Okay.
Now, was this matter a car accident?
Yes, sir.
I'm just asking,
Yes, it was.
did this involve a car accident?
Yes, sir.
All right, was the witness involved in this and were they subpoenaed?
There was no witness, as far as I
Okay.
know.
Oh, that's fine. All right. Officer Edwards, can you confirm that this was not a car accident, sir?
For Talia Brown,
That's correct.
it's shown as a car accident for me.
Okay, was there another party involved?
Yes.
Yeah, it should be a Patricia Ponder.
All right. Do you all know if Ms.
Talia
Ponder
Brown.
was subpoenaed?
I don't see anything. I don't have any subpoenas attached to my documentation.
Okay. Ms. Brown, we are going to need to make sure that Ms. Ponder gets a subpoena so she can have an opportunity to be heard. So I'm going to need to continue this to another 8 o'clock calendar to get her here.
Ongoing since last year, and I'm just trying to basically get it over with.
I know you would, but to the extent you're entering a not guilty plea, I have to be sure that everyone's due process rights are protected, okay?
Okay.
So do we have Ms. Brown's contact information?
Yes, we do.
All right, we will send her a reset notice and we will subpoena Ms. Ponder. Ms. Brown, thank you, and we will see you back on your next court date. I will ask you this, Ms. Brown. When you come to court, I need for you to be in court. You cannot be out delivering mail or packages while court is going on, okay?
I understand. I apologize about
That's
that.
okay. No. We reset you from this morning, so I understand, but just understand the next time I see you, be in court, okay? All right, thank you so much. Have a pleasant day and be safe out there, okay?
Thank you so much.
All right, Officer Edwards, thank you for jumping back on at 1 o'clock, fella. I think that takes care of everybody. We'll need to subpoena the witnesses and get everyone here, okay?
I appreciate it.
Do we need Officer Edwards for anything else?
No, sir, we do not.
All right, Officer Edwards, thank you. You can clock out, fella. Be safe out there.
And Judge Freeman,
Yes, ma'am.
just to inform you, the documentation that we received, we only had 2 subpoenas, and those were for the Carters.
Let me tell y'all something. I know that y'all were on top of y'all's job, so please do not take this as any criticism of my Forest Park Clerk's office, okay?
Okay,
But thank you for bringing that to my attention.
Okay.
But you do know that I got to please everybody.
yes, sir, I do. I try to, if I can,
Now since we know, let's try to track these people down. And if we can't, then we can just simply say we had no information.
yes, sir, I try to catch it, but okay,
No,
I'll
Ms.
do that.
Hicks, let me tell you something. You don't need to apologize.
Okay,
All right,
okay,
it's all
okay.
good.
all
Okay?
right, okay.
All right. All right,
All right, so Judge,
Mr. Prosecutor, both cases had to be continued because there were witnesses. It looks like the information was not provided to the clerk's office, but they'll do their due diligence and try to chase it down.
no worries. So all of the attorneys are off. We're gonna get them new court dates.
All right, so that is, I'm gonna just,
Andreas, how far would you like me to reset them out?
30 days.
30 days? Okay.
Yeah, well, you know what? Maybe y'all will be better able to answer that question because I'm sure however long it's gonna take y'all to get discovery out to them.
Okay, and they all wanted discovery?
Yeah,
Okay.
now
Yeah,
we have to let one of them know that their client already paid.
Miss Payton.
Yes.
She
On the
already-
Patrick matter, Patrick Jacinda.
Yeah.
Yep.
Miss Payton already told him,
Okay,
and he had another client, Timmy Reed, that we need to still resolve, but
right. All right, that'll take care of it.
that will take care of.
All right, you all, let's rock and roll then. Let's let everybody in.
All right.
Let me have everyone to please turn their devices.
I'm going to mute everybody, Judge Freeman.
Okay, thank you. Everyone turn your devices to mute.
Hello.
All right, turn your devices to mute.
Hello.
Turn your videos on. Turn
Yes,
your devices to mute and please turn your video on.
Por favor, asegúrense de tener la cámara prendida y de tener el micrófono apagado hasta que digan su nombre, porque no podemos oír el ruido del trasfondo. Cámara prendida, micrófono apagado, por favor. Buenas tardes.
I'd like to welcome everyone to the Forest Park Municipal Court.
Quiero dar la bienvenida a todos a que vengan aquí al Tribunal Municipal de Forest Park.
The 1 o'clock session is an arraignment calendar.
La sesión de la 1 de la tarde es la lectura de cargos.
When you hear your name called, you will enter your initial plea.
Cuando usted oiga su nombre, usted va a decir cómo se declara inicialmente.
Your plea will be not guilty,
Su declaración puede ser no culpable,
guilty,
culpable,
or nolo contendere.
o no lo disputo, o no lo.
If you're charged with a suspendable or jailable offense, you're eligible to be appointed counsel, or you can hire yourself a private lawyer.
Si usted tiene un cargo que le puede dar la cárcel, pero le pueden suspender la licencia, entonces tiene que conseguir un abogado propio, o significa para un abogado de oficio.
If you enter a guilty or a no-law plea, your case will be resolved today.
Si usted se declara culpable o no, se resuelve su caso hoy aquí.
If you enter a not guilty plea, your case will be set down on a trial calendar.
Si usted se declara no culpable, se va a posponer su caso para un juicio más a una fecha nueva.
If you enter a not guilty plea, you have the election of having a bench trial in Forest Park,
Si usted se declara no culpable, tiene la elección de escoger qué juicio va a tener. Puede tener un juicio ante un juez aquí que se llevará a cabo en el Tribunal Municipal de Forest Park,
or a jury trial in Clayton County.
o un juicio conjurado en el Tribunal de Condado de Clayton.
Please make sure that you type your full name and your email address in the chat.
Por favor, asegúrese de que usted escribe su nombre completo y su correo electrónico en el chat. El chat se encuentra abajo en una de las elecciones que puede tomar. Aprieta ahí y va a escribir su nombre completo y su correo electrónico, por favor.
And send it to FPMC, which is Forest Park Municipal Court.
Y asegúrese que cuando manda esto, lo va a mandar a FPMC.
Again, type your full name and your email address in the chat and send it to FPMC.
De nuevo, asegúrese que coloca su nombre, escribe su nombre en el chat, su nombre completo, su correo electrónico y se lo manda a FPMC, el Tribunal Municipal de Forest Park.
Please understand that virtual court is provided to you as a privilege.
Por favor, entienda que esta oportunidad de tener una audiencia virtual se le está dando como un privilegio, es un privilegio que tiene.
That means that you must have proper connectivity on your end.
Eso quiere decir que usted tiene que tener la conectividad apropiada por el lado suyo, que se pueda conectar bien.
There can be no distractions in your background.
No puede haber ningún tipo de distracciones en el trasfondo.
And you must be in a place that's appropriate for a court setting.
Y tiene que estar en un sitio que es el apropiado y el debido para como para un tribunal.
If you violate any of the rules of virtual court,
Si usted no cumple con ninguna de estas reglas del tribunal virtual,
your virtual court session will be discontinued,
entonces esta sesión de tribunal de tener su corte virtualmente va a ser descontinuada.
and you will be directed to come down to the courthouse for in-person court.
Y entonces se le va a indicar que tiene que ir en persona, a que vaya al tribunal en persona para resolver su caso.
Please make sure that if you are in a vehicle,
Por favor, asegúrese que si usted está en un vehículo,
that your vehicle is not in operation during the time that you are in this court session.
que su vehículo no esté en movimiento durante el periodo que usted se encuentra presente en esta sesión virtual.
Let me stress, there will be no distractions in your background or your court session will be terminated.
Voy a hacer hincapié, no puede haber ningún tipo de distracción en el trasfondo donde usted se encuentra, porque si no, entonces su sesión va a ser descontinuada, le va a terminar la sesión.
Also understand that because you are in court, there are some dress code requirements.
Y también entienda que como usted está aquí en el tribunal, hay cierta etiqueta de cómo se debe vestir y presentarse virtualmente.
If you have on any summer clothing, such as a tank top, a bikini top,
Si usted tiene algún
a
tipo de ropa,
t-shirt,
como una camiseta, una parte de arriba de un bikini, una parte de arriba de una camiseta o de ese tipo de vestimenta de verano,
you will be asked to put some covering over your body.
se le va a exigir que se cubra esa parte del cuerpo.
If you fail to do that, your virtual court session will be terminated.
Si usted no cumple con eso, se le va a terminar esta sesión virtual.
This is not being done for the convenience of the court, but it's being respectful to everyone that's in the virtual setting.
Esto no se hace por conveniencia del juez o del tribunal, sino para hacer la cordialidad a todas las personas que se encuentran presentes en esta audiencia.
I'm going to go over everyone's rights.
Voy a explicarle a cada uno los derechos que tiene.
First and foremost, you are presumed innocent.
Primero y principal, usted tiene la presunción de inocencia.
It is the city's burden to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt.
La fiscalía tiene la carga de comprobar su culpabilidad más allá de duda razonable.
You have the right to a trial.
Tiene derecho a tener un juicio.
At the trial, you have the right to be represented by an attorney.
En ese juicio usted tiene derecho a ser representado por un abogado.
If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, we will appoint one.
Si usted no puede contratar a su propio abogado, le vamos a nombrar un abogado de oficio.
If you meet certain requirements,
Si usted califica debido a ciertas regulaciones del Estado.
you have the right to present evidence and to refute any evidence offered by the city.
Usted tiene el derecho a presentar pruebas y también de refutar cualquier prueba que haya sido presentada por el fiscal.
You have the right to subpoena to court the attendance of witnesses and the production of documents.
También tiene el derecho a que se le pueda citar a testigos para que hagan testificar a su favor y también para que se le dé la oportunidad de tener todas las pruebas que tenga que ver con su caso.
You also have the right to appeal any decision that you disagree with. It's
También
legally appealable.
También tiene derecho a apelar cualquier decisión que usted no esté de acuerdo porque tiene una razón legal que pueda apelar esta decisión.
Everyone will receive their plea form through their email.
Todas las personas van a recibir su documento de cómo se declara a través del correo electrónico.
At the conclusion of this session, please sign, date it, and send it back through DocuSign.
Al final de esta sesión, por favor, cuando lo reciba, fírmelo y por medio de DocuSign y devuélvalo de nuevo como se lo mandaron.
If a fine is imposed,
Si se le impone una multa,
you will be given 2 weeks to pay the fine,
se le va a dar un periodo de hasta 2 semanas para que pague la multa,
or you will be placed on probation.
o si necesita más de 2 semanas, lo van a colocar en lo que llaman libertad vigilada o lo que llaman aquí probation.
Understand that if you violate the terms and conditions of your probation,
Tiene que entender que si usted no cumple con los términos y las condiciones de su libertad vigilada,
you can be brought before the court on a probation revocation calendar.
se le puede traer a que se presente ante el juez por para una lista de casos de revocación de libertad vigilada si no cumple con las reglas que se le indiquen.
I am about to call the calendar.
Ya voy a llamar a la lista de casos.
When you hear your name called,
Cuando usted oiga su nombre,
unmute your device,
active el micrófono de
announce your plea,
diga cómo se declara,
which will be not guilty,
que puede ser no culpable
guilty,
o culpable
or nolo contendere.
o no lo disputo, no lo.
And then please mute your device.
Y después que diga esto, por favor, vuelva de nuevo a desactivar su micrófono en su aparato.
Please ensure that your full name and email address is typed in the chat.
Por favor, asegúrese que su nombre completo y su dirección y su correo electrónico está escrito en el chat.
Lastly, please make sure that your name is typed into the virtual session so that we can identify who you are.
Y por último, por favor, asegúrese que su nombre está identificando su aparato para nosotros poder saber quién es usted y dónde está en la pantalla virtual.
Type your name on the device as being represented in this virtual session.
Por favor, escriba su nombre en la pantalla y en el aparato que está siendo identificado, que usted está identificado con esta sesión ahora. Escriba su nombre para poder saber quién es.
Thank you. I'm about to call the calendar.
Gracias, voy a hacer la llamada de la lista de casos.
First one is Joseph Richard. Joseph Richard. FTA. Adetola Adebummi.
He is represented by counsel and they put in continue.
Thank you. I see that. Thank you, Ms. Payton. Larikas Alexander. Larikas Alexander. FTA. Cameron Anderson. Cameron Anderson. FTA. Terrence Bacchus. Terrence Bacchus. FTA.
He's in the lobby, sir.
Okay, let's find out what his plea is and I'll come back to him. Tyrone Bailey. Tyrone Bailey.
Oh.
FTA. Patrona Barahona.
Petrona Barahona, ¿necesita intérprete, señora Petrona?
Sí,
Ajá, ¿cómo se va a declarar?
culpable.
Guilty. And I do need an interpreter.
Hollis Bass Knight.
Asegúrese, por favor,
Bass Knight.
asegúrese de desactivar su micrófono, señora
Here,
Petrona.
I'm here. Here,
Turn your video on and announce your plea.
not guilty.
Thank you. Maurice Beasley.
I'm here, and I plead nolo.
Thank you, sir. Paul Black. Paul Black. FTA. LaShawn Brown.
I'm here, not guilty.
Thank you. Shakina Brumfield. Shakina Brumfield. FTA. Shay Burgess.
Here, I'm here, sir.
What is your plea, young lady?
Not guilty.
Thank you. Johnny Busby. Johnny Busby. Johnny Busby. FTA. Mondarius Bird.
Here, plead nolo.
Thank you, sir. Marvin Cano Chavarria.
Marvin Cano Chavarría. Por favor, active su micrófono si se encuentra.
FTA. Brian Carrera.
Brian Carrera.
I'm here. I plead nolo.
Thank you. Veronica Carrera Ravi.
Verónica Carrera Juaera. Por favor, active su micrófono.
Culpable?
Guilty.
Madam Interpreter, thank you for pronouncing that correctly.
You're welcome, Your Honor.
Feliciano Carretero. Feliciano Carretero.
He's in the lobby.
Oh,
Thank
Feliciano
you.
Carretero. Does he need an interpreter? Do you know?
Yes,
All
he
right.
does. One moment.
Here he is.
Gail, we'll jump
What's your
over
plea, sir?
Chadwick. Next, we'll go to Lyndon Clark. Lyndon Clark. That is bond forfeiture. Forest Park Clerk's Office, thank you all for these wonderful notes.
You're welcome.
Angelo Clark Michael. Angelo Clark Michael. FTA. Jamila Cook.
I'm here and I'm pleading guilty.
Thank you. Jonathan Covington. Jonathan Covington.
Forfeiture.
Thank you. Fernando Crispo Luis Crispo.
Luis Crespo, si está en el chat, aquí en la audiencia, por favor, prenda su micrófono y díganos cómo se declara. Sí.
Trina Color.
Not guilty.
Thank you. Fernando Dominguez.
Fernando Domínguez, active su micrófono y díganos cómo se declara, si está presente.
FTA. Vicky Dugan.
Here.
Vicky Dugan.
Here, guilty.
Thank you. John Ejo. John Ejo or Eljo. FTA. Raymond Ely.
Present, Your Honor. Nolo contendere.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Dominique Etier.
Forfeiture.
Thank you. Donis Ucida Mirando.
Euseda Miranda Donis, si está presente, por favor, active su micrófono.
FTA. Willie Evans.
Guilty with explanation, Your Honor.
Thank you. Kylan Ewell. Kylan Ewell,
Yes, I'm here.
what is your plea, sir?
I'm not even sure what this was for, to be honest.
It's driving without a valid license. Do you have your ticket?
No, sir. I thought my court date went to the 25th.
Well, your court date is today, so the charge is driving without a valid license. What is your plea to that?
I guess no law.
Thank you. Autumn Flowers,
Forfeiture,
thank you. Sebastian Garcia,
forfeiture,
thank you. Victoria Gaston. Victoria Gaston,
I'm here. I plead no.
thank you. Dontarius Gibson. Dontarius Gibson, FTA. Tony Gilmore. Tony Gilmore, FTA. Dominique Glenn,
forfeiture,
thank you. Mamie Grable. Mamie Grable, FTA.
she's on
Michael,
the screen.
I'm here.
what is your plea?
I'm not sure what to plead
You're
because
charged with failure to yield.
but I read the police report and the police report is inaccurate from what I read.
Then maybe you should plead not guilty so you can come and tell me about the police report being inaccurate.
Thank
I
you.
just
Not
simply need
guilty.
to get your initial plea.
Thank you. Not guilty.
Thank you. And turn your video on.
Yes,
Michael Gray. Michael Gray, FTA. Antonio Guy. Antonio Guy, FTA. Charles Harris. Charles Harris.
I'm here.
What is your plea, Mr. Harris?
Not guilty, jury trial.
Thank you. We'll bind this over to Clayton County. Tracy Harris.
Here, Nolo.
Thank you. Siobhan Heflin. Siobhan Heflin, FTA. Patricia Medina Hernandez.
Patricia Medina Hernández se encuentra presente. Por favor, active su micrófono. Nos dice cómo se declara.
Hello?
Patricia, ¿esta es Patricia Hernández?
Hello, this is Dontarius Gibson, and I was
Sir,
trying to
Mr.
unmute
Gibson,
myself.
turn your device off. Turn your device to mute, sir. We will come back to you after we call the calendar.
Okay. Patricia Hernández Medina.
FTA. Than Ho.
Here with Nolo.
Thank you. Demario Hodges.
Here, not guilty, jury trial, and am I free to go after I plead?
You are not. We'll put you down for not
Okay, yeah,
guilty.
not
There will
guilty.
be some other things that we need for you to do, so stay in the Zoom call.
Okay.
Christopher Holston,
Here, Your Honor.
what is your plea, sir?
Nolo, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Godfrey Ishgigby.
Yeah, sir, I have two cases, Your Honor. For one, the learner's permits are not guilty.
All
Why
right,
for
how
the,
about the speeding?
the speeding? I'm not even sure because I was very slow the other day and I was the only one on the road. So
So
I
what
don't
is
know.
your plea? So, sir, all I want to know is what is your plea? Is it not guilty?
No law, no law, right?
No means you are accepting responsibility. Do you believe you were speeding?
No, sir.
Then we'll put you down for not guilty, okay? And you'll
Okay.
have a trial. Thank you.
Okay.
Quinice Jennings. Quinice Jennings, FTA.
Not on the screen.
I'm sorry, did Ms. Jennings say something?
Yes, not guilty.
Thank you. Tylivan Jerkins. Tylaheven Jerkins, FTA. Alicia Johnson Wells. Alicia Johnson Wells, FTA. Lawrence Kelly. Lawrence Kelly.
Here, Your Honor.
What is your
I'm not-
plea?
I don't remember what it was for. Can you tell me what this ticket was for
It's a
again?
traffic control device, sir, that you received in April of this year.
Nolo.
Thank you. Naeem Khan. Naeem Khan, FTA. Renee Landers.
Not guilty, sir.
Thank you. Xavier Lawson. Xavier Lawson. FTA. Jacoby Lee. Jacoby Lee, FTA. Jamal Mack. Jamal Mack, FTA. Marcasia Mans. Marcasia Mans, FTA. Fernando Martinez.
Fernando Martínez, active su micrófono si se encuentra presente, por favor.
FTA. Gregorio Perez Martinez.
Forfeiture.
Thank you. Edward McGreevy. Edward McGreevy, FTA. Marquita Meadows. Marquita Meadows, FTA. Chelsea Mills.
Forfeiture.
Thank you. Kewan Mitchell.
Here. Nolo.
Thank you. Plutarco Molina.
Plutarco Molina, por favor, active su micrófono. ¿Cómo se declara?
Culpable.
Guilty.
Thank you. Justin Montague. Justin Montague. Bond forfeiture. Eloise Morris.
Bond forfeiture.
Morris.
Bond forfeiture.
That's bond forfeiture. Essence Moss.
I'm here. I'm pleading not guilty.
Thank you. Estelle Nita.
I'm here guilty. I'm here guilty.
Thank you. Rohelia O'Keefe. Rohelia O'Keefe, FTA. Sergio Yavich Oleg. Sergio.
Here.
What is your
Not
plea,
guilty.
sir?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Thank you. Faith Owens Denise, or Denise Owens. FTA. David Padillo.
David Padilla, si está presente, por favor, active su micrófono y nos deja saber cómo se declara.
FTA. Kashay Parks. Kashay Parks.
I'm here. My name Cache Parks, and I choose not. I mean guilty.
Thank you. Leonel Ramirez.
They're represented by counsel. They're represented by counsel.
All right. And do we know who their attorney is? Because I don't think it's been pre-trial with the prosecutor.
Yes,
That was Miss Wester's client,
Okay.
and that's been reset.
Okay. John Ramsey. John Ramsey, FTA. Mark Reed. Mark Reed, FTA.
Mr. Reed, you're on mute. Mr. Reed, you're on mute.
Mr. Ramsey's on mute. Mr. Ramsey, what is your plea?
Okay, I'm Mark Reed. I am Nolo, sir.
Mr. Ramsey, what is your plea?
No.
Thank you. Jessica Reed. Jessica,
Yes, sir. I'm here. Not guilty.
thank you.
Judge Freeman. This
Hold
Mark
on.
Reed, did you get me?
Oh, I did.
All right, thank you.
Maria Rodriguez Aguilar.
María Rodríguez Aguilar, ¿cómo se declara? Si está presente, active su micrófono, por
Culpable.
favor. Guilty.
Thank you. Stardesia Sanders. Stardesia Sanders, FTA. Ibrahim Cisse. Ibrahim Cisse.
He's in the lobby. He's on mute.
All right. We'll get his plea later. Sharinka Stevens.
I'm here.
What is your plea?
Not guilty.
Thank you. Tatanaya Stevens.
Not guilty, and it's Tatiana Stevens.
Thank you. Jason Strange. Jason Strange.
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Nigel Stringfellow.
Guilty.
Thank you. Demel Walton. Demel Walton, FTA. Joyce Waterman. Joyce Waterman, FTA. Terry Wales. Terry Wales, FTA. Willie White. Willie White. We have two Willie Whites. Willie Esther White. Willie Esther White. Shakidra Williams.
I'm here, guilty.
Thank you. Willie Williams. Willie Williams. Bobby Willis.
I'm here. Nolo.
Thank you. That concludes the call of the calendar. If you have not heard your name called,
Okay, I missed.
I am going to go back through this. If you have not heard your name called, please say your name.
I'm
Dantarius Gibson.
All right,
I was trying.
what is your plea?
I was trying to plead Nolo.
Let me get to you on the, all right, we'll put you down for Nolo. Who else has not heard their name called?
Right here, sir.
What is your name?
David Paul Black.
He's on page 4.
All right, thank you. What is your plea, sir?
Not guilty.
Thank you. Is there anyone else?
You good now?
Dorothy.
Yours is different. My number's easy.
Heard someone with the last name of Busby?
Yes. What is your plea?
I want to bound it over.
I still need to know your plea.
Not guilty.
Thank you. We will bind this over to Clayton County. Stay on the line. Who else do we have?
Dorothy.
Marcus.
Man.
Doris what?
Dorothea Bates.
All right, Ms. Bates, what is your plea?
But I don't recall getting a ticket ever.
I don't see you on my calendar. They'll help you a little bit later. Is there anyone else?
Yes. Hollis Bass Night, but mine is supposed to be bound over to the state.
That is fine. When we get to that point, your matter will be bound over. You've entered a not guilty. All
Yes.
right.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Is there anyone else?
Terrence Marcus.
All right, let me get to Bacchus. All right, you're in the lobby. What is your plea?
Not guilty.
Thank you. Is there anyone else?
Yes, he needs Ada.
¿Hay alguna persona más que necesite intérprete? ¿Cómo
There he
se
is.
llama, señor?
Feliciano Carretero.
Feliciano Carrastero.
Page 7.
All right, and what is his plea?
¿Cómo se declara, señor?
Culpable.
I'll plead guilty.
Thank you. Is there anyone else?
Joseph Richard.
Joseph Richard or Richard?
Richard, yes, sir.
All right.
He's the first one, sir.
All right, what is your plea, sir?
Not guilty, request a jury trial in state court.
Thank you. We will send the case over. Remain on the line. Is there anyone else? All right, excellent. So what we're going to do, Ms. Pate, is the NOLOs, if we will please place them in a breakout room with the prosecutor. You want me to go through them?
Nope, I got him.
All right, put all the NOLOs in a breakout room with the prosecutor. I will take care of all of the guilties and the not guilties. Let me make sure that everyone has typed their full name and their email address in the chat.
Asegúrese, por favor, de que todos han escrito su correo electrónico y su nombre completo en el chat. Es muy importante que haya hecho esto.
Is there any way for us to put the interpreter in a separate breakout room?
Yes, we can do that.
All right, so place the interpreter and her cases in a breakout room. Do you need to know the names of the cases that need interpreting services?
Yes.
Okay,
All right.
I will give them to you right now. The first one is on page 3, Barahona, Petrona, Estela.
Hold on 1 second.
We have a few in the lobby.
Okay, you said they're on page 3, the first one?
Yeah, the first one. Barahona, Petrona.
I just gotta make sure a lot of people don't put their first and last name in the chat, so it's kind of hard to identify some people.
Oh, okay. I think she's in the
Take your
lobby.
time.
I think she's in the lobby, Miss Yates.
See, hers say Samsung.
Yeah, it says Samsung SM N986U.
All right.
Okay. The next one is on page 6, and it is Cano Chavarria Marvin. No, I'm sorry. That one is FTA. I'm sorry. It's Carrera Juaera Veronica. She's at the bottom of page 6.
And Veronica is her first name.
Veronica, yeah. Let me see.
I see her.
Okay. Okay. And the
4.
next, the next one is number 7, page 7, Carretero Feliciano.
Okay.
That's in the lobby.
He's on the lobby, okay.
Okay.
Okay, hold on, let me see.
Yolanda's working with someone at the window.
Okay, hold on 1 second, let me get. Okay, that's one forfeiture. Hold on 1 second, I'm going through the calendar and I'm marking, but some of them didn't show today. Then on page 21 is Molina Plutarco, the first one on that page. Okay, and the last one is Rodriguez Aguilar Maria. She's on page 25, the one on the bottom of the page. Your Honor, do you want me just to go over the rights and what do you want me to do when I'm there?
Go over their rights again and also to get their plea.
Okay, okay. Because
when
I don't
come back, I will take care of all of those at one time, okay?
Okay, I will do that, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. So if you'll put the NOLOs with the prosecutor, I'll take care of the guilties and the not guilties.
Okay, right. Just give me a moment.
Take your time, Ms. Payton. We're doing great, okay?
All right.
Okay, Judge, I'm here. I have Molina in the lobby who pled guilty. Come on, Mr. Molina. He has a cash bond also.
Say that again?
I'm sorry.
I didn't hear you, Ms. Green.
I'm sorry. He has a cash bond already in the file. So here he is.
Entering a guilty plea, the cash bonds will be forfeited. What page is he on?
He is on page 21.
All right. So he can go ahead and have him to enter his plea form and we will forfeit the cash bonds, okay?
Okay, Ms. Otter, can you let him know?
And you'll let me know what the total amount of the cash bonds are. His cash bonds are not going to be sufficient. This is his third time.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Let him know that he will owe an additional $850.
Okay, va a pagar $850.
¿Cuánto?
How much was that, Your Honor?
he will owe an additional 850 over and above his cash bond amount.
850 además de la cantidad de fianza que ya pagó.
Ok.
Okay.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Let him know that if he's charged with this again, it is mandatory jail time.
Tienen que tener presente que si lo acusan de esto de nuevo, este mismo cargo va a tener que cumplir tiempo en la cárcel obligatorio. ¿Entendió?
Sí, sí.
Yes, I understand.
I want to be sure he understands.
Quiero asegurarme de que entienda. La próxima vez que le den este ticket de nuevo, este cargo, tiene que ir a la cárcel a pagar tiempo de cárcel. ¿Entendió eso?
Ok.
Okay.
All right. Once you have broken all of those out, Ms. Payton, we'll be ready to rock and roll.
Yes, sir. One moment.
So is Mr. Feliciano done, Your Honor? He just have to go and pay?
I'm busy. Right, but no, I was just in court. Okay, hold on for a second. No, I don't need that. I said, hold on, I'm helping someone else, okay? Ms. Otter, I'm not sure. I heard what you asked, but it's an extra $850. Ask him, can he pay it today or does he need additional time?
Ok, señor Feliciano, ¿usted puede pagar esos 8.50 más que debe ahorita o necesita tiempo para pagarlo?
Pero, ¿cuánto va a ser total?
How much is the total going to be?
The extra, he already has bonds totaling $19.75, but because this is his third time, it's an extra $850.
El total, so the only thing he has to pay more is $850, correct? That's the total of the amount that he has to pay.
That's correct, $850.
Okay. Lo que tiene que pagar más son 850 en total. Usted paga un bono que se utilizó, pero como esta es la tercera vez, tiene que pagar más dinero. Y ese dinero extra son los 850 que tiene que pagar ahora. ¿Lo puede pagar hoy?
Sí, hoy sí lo puedo pagar.
Ok, págueselos a ella. Sí, I can pay it right now. I can pay it today.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Just have, I'll get with you in a second, okay?
Ok, que se espere un momentito que yo ahorita lo llame, pero no se vaya antes de pagar.
And I have also, you, sir, let her know your name.
Este es el señor, ¿cómo es que se llama usted? El señor
Plutarco Molina.
Plutarco Molina, ok. What do you want me to tell him, Miss Yolanda?
He was found guilty, and I think the judge is getting ready to handle that.
Oh, okay, the judge is gonna do it, okay.
If he's entering a guilty plea, then he's gonna forfeit his cash bonds. He owes an additional $850. Sir, do you understand that by entering into the guilty plea, you're doing this without the assistance of a lawyer?
Judge, this is a different one. I'm sorry, Auden. We've already handled Molina with the cash bond. He's going to pay $850 today. And this is Mr. Feliciano, who's on page 7.
Okay. Sir, do you understand that by entering into the guilty plea to the restriction of blue lights and the driving without a license, you're doing this without the assistance of a lawyer?
Señor Feliciano, ¿usted entiende que al declararse aquí culpable a manejar sin licencia y a restricciones de las luces azules lo está haciendo sin tener un abogado? ¿Entendió eso? ¿Entendió eso, señor Feliciano?
No, yo soy Plutarco Molina.
Perdón, Plutarco, señor Plutarco Molina. Okay. He is Plutarco Molina, Miss Yolanda, and he is on page.
I'm sorry, I got them confused. Bear with me.
Yes, yeah. I'm looking for him too because I have my.
Why don't we do these after you all want to give her time to talk with these gentlemen?
We can. Do you want us to go into a breakout session?
If for those that are, if you want to go ahead and do those now, we can. If not, yes, we would allow her to go into a breakout. If they're ready to go right now, we can go ahead and do it.
Molina,
he's on page 21.
Molina. Okay, so he's the one that has the cash bond and has to pay the $850. You hold on.
Oh, okay. So the other guy didn't have to, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Entonces, señor Plutarco Molina, esta es la tercera vez que usted tiene este cargo, por lo tanto tiene que pagar, además del bono que ya pagó, $850 más, ¿ok? ¿Puede pagar esa cantidad ahora?
Sí, ahorita la pago aquí.
Okay, he can pay the extra 850, Miss Yolanda.
Okay, thank you, Ada.
Okay, so the other guy doesn't have to do that? Should we correct that or?
The other guy does not have a bond.
Okay, and
What is
that
his
is,
name?
Feliciano.
he's on page 7, Your Honor, Carretero Feliciano.
What is his plea to the two charges?
¿Cómo se declara a los dos cargos, señor Feliciano? ¿Cómo se declara?
Culpable.
Guilty.
Does he understand that he's entering these pleas without the assistance of a lawyer?
¿Usted entiende que se declara de esta manera sin la representación de un abogado?
Sí.
Yes.
Does he further understand that by entering the pleas, he's waiving his right to a trial?
Y también al declararse culpable, usted renuncia al derecho a tener un juicio. ¿Entendió eso?
Sí.
Yes.
Is he entering the pleas freely and voluntarily?
¿Se está declarando de esta manera por su propia voluntad y libremente?
Sí, por
Yes.
voluntad.
Yes, my own will.
And does he believe it is in his best interest to enter into the guilty pleas?
¿Y usted considera que declararse culpable hoy aquí es lo que más le conviene?
Sí.
Yes.
He's entering a guilty plea to the charge of driving without a license and restrictions of a blue light. Let him know the total fine is $907.69.
La multa completa son 907,69 centavos. Está declarando culpable al cargo de manejar sin licencia y al cargo de la restricción del uso de las luces azules. ¿Entendió eso?
Okay.
Okay.
Is he able to pay that in today or does he need additional time?
¿Usted puede pagar eso hoy aquí o necesita más tiempo?
No. Hoy lo voy a pagar.
No, I'm going to pay it today.
All right, let him know that they will provide him with a plea form. He will enter a guilty plea. He will pay the fine and that will close these matters out.
Okay, le van a entregar un documento para que usted lo firme, que es como se declara, paga la multa y una vez que firme ese documento y pague la multa, se termina su caso hoy aquí.
Okay. Gracias.
Okay.
Ms. Green, do we have anyone else?
I'm not Spanish.
Okay, I think Miss Ida has some she needs to go to a breakout room with.
I do.
Okay.
We're clear in the lobby.
Okay, wonderful. If you'll stick Miss Ida in a breakout room with those that need interpreting services that are in the queue.
Miss Yolanda, they're already waiting in another room. I don't know which room I'm coming from.
Hold on one moment.
And I will start with the guilty pleas. The first one will be Jamila Cook.
Judge Freeman, could you give
I'm
me
here.
one moment?
Okay, yes, I will. You tell me when to get started, Ms. Yates.
Yes, sir, one moment.
All right.
Ada, I'm
Yes.
showing that you're in the room 4.
Okay,
That's
so
what it's showing, but
how do I go back? I was there, but then I was brought back to finish the people that needed assistance in the lobby. So how do I go
Right.
back to room 4? Because I don't see anything here that tells me that I can go. Oh, wait a minute, join breakout room. I'll go ahead and do that.
okay.
Thank you.
So I would suggest you talk to the solicitor about the notice, okay? So I can get them.
Excuse me, I have a question.
Just hold on one moment, please. Judge Freeman, I'm ready.
The first one we start with is Jamila Cook. Ms. Cook, if you will please unmute yourself. How are you doing, young lady?
I'm good. How are you?
All right. Have you typed your name and email address in the chat?
I sent it to the
FMPC.
Yes.
Excellent. What is your plea to the cell phone violation while operating a vehicle?
I guess I could.
What is your plea to the charge, young lady? I understood that you would enter a guilty plea. I think we lost Ms. Cook. I'll go to the next person. The next person will be Vicky Dugan.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Dugan, is my understanding you're entering a guilty plea to the tag charge, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that by entering into the plea that you are waiving your right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
Are you entering into the plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand that you're waiving your right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
And that you're entering this plea without the assistance of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
And the court will accept your plea. The fine amount is $165. Do you understand that?
The officer must told me that if I brought the paperwork saying that my daughter paid the fine, the thing for the registration lapse, that I wouldn't have a fine.
I don't know why he told you that, but let me just help you to understand that normally the officers issue the citations, and when you come to court, the court determines whether there's a fine.
Okay.
If you feel that strongly about it, you can say not guilty, and I can get the officer here on the trial date and let him tell me that.
Okay.
Would you prefer to do that?
Say that again, sir.
Would you prefer to just enter a not guilty plea and to have the officer here during the trial?
No, sir, but I'm not able to pay it today.
All right, we can give you 2 weeks to pay it, or you could be placed on probation. Do you
No.
want 2 weeks, or would you like a longer period of time?
I could use at least until Friday, and I could pay it on Friday.
All right, you will be given 2 weeks to pay. Have you typed your name and email address in the chat?
Yes, sir, I did.
Can we confirm that?
It's confirmed.
All right, Ms. Duncan, you can, Ms. Dugan, you can disengage. You will receive your plea form and your 2-week agreement through your email this afternoon or sometimes tomorrow. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir. Can I ask you a question?
You certainly can.
Okay, on Friday, do I come back to this same exact place, pay that time?
You can come to the 320 Cash Memorial Boulevard, or you can follow the instructions in the 2-week agreement that you're going to receive.
Okay, one more question. Can you tell me the total fine again? That was the question.
It is $165.
165?
That is correct. 165.
Okay, thank you so much.
All
Okay.
right? All right,
Okay.
you can disengage. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Next is Willie Evans.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, can you all advise that Mr. Evans is eligible for a no-low plea?
Sir, I'm sorry. It had kicked me out.
We will come back to you, Ms. Cook.
I'm sorry about that.
That's all right. Just mute right now, Ms. Cook. Is Mr. Evans eligible for a no-low plea?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Evans, would you like to change your plea to no-low because a guilty plea will further suspend your license, sir?
Well, no, yeah, no low, yes. Because I mean, no lows, Your Honor.
Please turn your video on.
Okay, we don't know how to do that.
Video has stopped.
Tell them we don't know how to do that.
All right, we're here. We're trying.
I just sent you a request to start your video. Did you see it pop up?
Thank you. Sir, do you understand that by entering into the no-low plea that you're doing this without the assistance of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
And do you also understand that by entering into the plea that you are waiving your right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
Sir, are you entering into the plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Sir, the fine is $6.95. The no-low plea will be accepted. Are you able to pay that in 2 weeks, or do you need a longer period of time?
Can I give you an explanation, Your Honor, or no?
You can give me an explanation as to why your license was then suspended.
Well, my license is not suspended. I reinstated my license, Your Honor. At the time, my wife and my sister-in-law was in the vehicle with me. We was coming from North Carolina, Your Honor, and they had drove up and back, and we was just like a short trip. I already know that short trip cost me this. I understand that. But I was on a short trip trying to get my sister-in-law back. And since then, I've been diligently doing what I needed to do. Right now, I have a valid license, Your Honor. I worked hard and I got a license in order to, when I come to court, I wanted to show you guys that I have a license as of now.
So, sir, we see that you have gotten a license, which is why you are entering a no-low plea. Do you understand that?
You say you see I have a license?
That is correct.
Okay.
But that is why you're entering a no-low plea, so the disposition in this case will not suspend your current license. Do you understand that?
Yes.
But you still have to pay the fine because they were suspended at the time. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. So are you able to pay this in 2 weeks, or do you need a longer period of time?
Yes, sir. 2 weeks. Yes, sir.
All right. Sir, have you typed your name and your email address in the chat?
Yes.
Can we confirm that his name and email address is in there?
No, he said he's talking to somebody else.
Ms. Yates,
Hold on one moment.
This is Willie Evans. We can see if his name and email address is in the chat.
I do not see it.
All right, Mr. Evans, what is your email address?
EvansW910@gmail.com.
I'm gonna need for you to repeat that, man. We can't hear you very well.
Evans W910@gmail.com.
Did we
I
get that,
received
Ms.
it.
Yates?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Evans, you will receive your plea form. Please enter a no-low plea as well as a 2-week agreement. Please make sure that that fine of $6.95 is paid within 2 weeks, sir. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right, thank you. You can disengage from the call. Ms. Cook?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
All right, it is my understanding, young lady, that you are entering a guilty plea to the charge. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Do you understand that by entering into the guilty plea that you're doing this without the assistance of a lawyer?
I do understand.
And do you also understand that by entering into the plea that you're waiving your right to a trial?
I understand.
Are you entering into the plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Have you typed your name and email address in the chat?
Yes, I sent it to the F thing. Sorry about that.
FPMC. All
Yep,
right,
I have
young
it.
lady. The fine is $50. Are you able to satisfy that within 2 weeks?
I sure am. I can do it Friday.
Okay. They will send you through your email your plea form as well as a 2-week agreement. Please make sure that the fine of $50 is paid in 2 weeks.
No problem.
All right, thank you. You can disengage from the call.
Thank you. Have a blessed day.
All right, you do the same.
Excuse me, sir. Your Honor.
Who am I speaking with?
I'm sorry. This was Shaquandria Burgess. I got disconnected. I didn't know if I
Okay,
don't
Ms.
know.
Burgess, just stay on the line. We will be back with you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you, Ms. Cook.
Mm-hmm.
Next is Estelle Nida, NIDA.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Sir, you were entering a guilty plea to the charge, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that you're entering this plea without the assistance of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
And sir, do you also understand that by entering into the plea that you're waiving your right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
Sir, are you entering into this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Sir, the court will accept your guilty plea. The fine amount is $175. Are you able to satisfy this in 2 weeks, sir?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
All right, sir, you will be given 2 weeks to pay. Have you typed your name and email address in the chat?
Yes, I did.
All right, can we confirm that, Ms. Yates?
It's confirmed.
All right, Mr. Nita, you can disengage, sir. You will receive your information. Please make sure that you make payment within 2 weeks, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is Ms. Parks. Is it Kashay Parks?
It's Cache Parts, yes.
All right, Ms. Parks, is my understanding you're entering a guilty plea to the charge. Is that correct?
Yes, I got my ID.
You have your license.
Yes,
You understand that by entering into the plea that you're doing so without the assistance of a lawyer?
yes,
Are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
yes,
All right, young lady, you have complied. There will be no fine imposed. Your guilty plea will go on record. Have you provided your name and email address?
yes.
Can we confirm that, Ms. Yates?
Confirmed.
All right, Ms. Parks, you will receive your plea form through your email. Please enter a guilty plea and send it back through DocuSign. Do you understand that?
Oh, so it's closed? What I gotta do, send a picture of my ID?
No, we have that information. You will send back your plea form through DocuSign. Do you understand that?
Yes, I understand.
All right, thank you. Will you please disengage?
All right, have a nice one, sir.
I think we have one interpreting case, Maria Rodriguez Aguilar. That should be with the interpreter.
We have two, Your Honor.
All right, are you ready to go with Miss Marie Aguilar, Rodriguez Aguilar?
Yes.
What is her plea to the 2 charges?
¿Cómo se declara, señorita Aguilar? Where is she?
Is she in a breakout room?
I don't think so, Your Honor, because let me go and check, but they both came out of the breakout room. Let me go and check. I don't know where they are. Hold on.
Well, why don't we deal with the other person that you have? Who is the other person that you have?
It was Veronica. God, hold on, let me see. But I know the first name was Veronica, but I can't remember the last name.
All right. As you locate that, I'm gonna just finish up the guilty plea.
Sure, go ahead, Your Honor.
Okay. Next is Nigel Stringfellow. Nigel Stringfellow.
Hello?
Yeah, Mr. Stringfellow, it's my understanding you're entering a guilty plea to both charges?
What you mean both charges? I thought it was one.
It's not. You have a driving on suspended license and a stop sign violation. You received both of these on April 21st.
Oh, yeah.
What is your plea?
Guilty.
Can you all advise if this young man is eligible for a no-low plea?
He is, but I'm showing that his license is still suspended.
So he needs to go get them out of suspension.
I had just went to court about that. Last week on Thursday. I'm on 30-day probation to pay $285. Once I already reinstated them, once I pay my $285, they'll be back into play.
All right. So your no-low plea will be accepted here. Do you understand that?
All right, appreciate you.
Do you understand that by entering into the no-low plea that you're doing this without the assistance of a lawyer?
Yeah, I understand.
Do you also understand that by entering into the plea that you're waiving your right to a trial?
Right.
Young man, are you entering into the plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
All right, the fine amount is $895. Are you able to pay that in 2 weeks, or do you need a longer period of time?
You said you said $895.
$895.
I'm gonna need some time on that.
All right, I'm gonna place you on probation, young man. Your probation will end the moment this is paid. Do you understand that?
I got you.
You will be placed on probation for 12 months. 2 months of your probation will be mandatory. Do you understand that?
Well, I can't win. Boy. I got you.
Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Have you typed your name and email address in the chat?
Yeah, I did.
All right, can we confirm that, Ms. Yates?
I don't have it, sir.
All right, Mr. Stringfellow, if you will tell us your email address, sir.
First name, last 95. Email.
Can you repeat what you just said?
First name, last name, 95 at Gmail.
Is it at gmail.com? Do you have that, Ms. Yates?
I have it.
Sir, you will receive your plea form as well as your probation form through your email by tomorrow. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir. I got you.
All right, you can disengage from the call. Thank you.
Excuse me, I can't get no community service or something?
Once you go on probation, we will see if you're eligible for community service.
You can give me, how much I gotta pay again?
$895.
You can put me on $895 worth of community service?
Sir, once you meet with probation, they will get information from you and I will make that decision then.
All right.
You can disengage. Thank you.
Oh, for sure.
Shakidra Williams.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Ms. Williams,
I'm here.
you've entered a guilty plea to this violation. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You understand that by entering into the guilty plea that you're doing this without the assistance of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
And do you also understand that by entering into the plea that you're waiving your right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
Are you entering into the plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
All right, young lady, the guilty plea has been accepted. The fine amount is $285. Can this be paid within 2 weeks, or do you need a longer period of time?
It can be paid within 2 weeks.
Have you typed your name and email address in the chat?
Yes, sir. I sent it to the FMPC.
Okay, can we confirm that? And can I get you to just repeat your email address?
It's Alicia, ALICIA Freeman 2022@gmail.com.
Do we have that, Ms. Yates?
I have it, thank you.
All right, Ms. Williams, you can disengage. You will receive your plea form and your 2-week agreement with the understanding you will make payment of $285 within 2 weeks, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Take care. That should take care. Let me go back to Ms. Burgess at this point to see what her plea was. All right, Ms. Burgess, you had entered a not guilty plea. Now I'm gonna go through the not guilties. All right, you ready, Ms. Yates?
I'm ready.
All right. So the first one is Joseph Richard. His case is being bound over to Clayton County. Do you have his information to bind this case over, his email address? Mr. Richard, have you typed your email address in the chat?
I don't recall doing it, Your Honor.
Please do it. Everyone, please type your full name and your email address in the chat. If you don't know where the chat is, down at the bottom of your device or up to the top, you'll see the word chat. Click on it. Send it to FPMC. FPMC. Type your email address and your full name in the chat. All right, it looks like Mr. Richards' information, his matter will be bound over to Fulton County. Do we have that, Ms. Yates?
Bound over to Clayton County, sir?
Excuse me, Clayton County. I'm getting my courts mixed up. Yes, bound over to Clayton County.
Yes, sir.
All right, you ready for me to go to the next person?
Yes.
All right. The next
Excuse me, Your
person that entered a not guilty plea is Terrence Bacchus. He is in the lobby. Let's make sure we have his information. He's entered a not guilty plea. We will reset that for Forest Park. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. The next person is Hollis Bass McKnight. Ms.
Yes.
McKnight, have you typed your name and email address in the chat?
Yes, and my name is Bass Knight, and yes, sir.
All right. Do we have Ms. Bass Knight's email information?
Yes, we do.
All right, ma'am, your case will be bound over to Clayton County. The next time you receive a court notice, you will not come to Forest Park. You will go to Clayton County. Do you understand that?
Yes, Clayton County is the state. That's the state court.
It goes to the state court. That's correct.
Thank you.
All right, you can disengage from the call. Thank you.
Okay.
The next person is David Black. David Black. The next person is LaShawn Brown.
Yes, I'm here.
Ms. Brown, have you typed your name and email address in the chat?
Yes, I did.
All right, do we have that, Ms. Yates? And Ms. Brown, if you don't mind repeating it.
I have it.
Okay, she has it. Then Ms. Brown, you can disengage. You will receive a new court date for your trial date. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you. You can disengage. The next person is Shaquandria Burgess.
Hey, how you doing, sir? Your Honor.
I'm doing great. Will you please turn your video on?
Yes, sir. I'm here. I'm sorry. How you doing?
All right. Have you typed your name and email address in the chat?
Yes, sir. I can.
No, have you?
Yes,
done
I did. I've done it probably 3 times.
Okay, Ms. Yates, do we have it?
Yes, sir, we do.
All right, young lady, you will receive your new court date through your email. You can disengage. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Johnny Busby.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Busby case will be bound over to Clayton County. Do we have his information in the chat? Mr. Busby, will you please repeat your email address?
John.busby0123@gmail.com.
Just to confirm, john.busby0123@gmail.
That is correct.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Yates. Mr. Busby, you can disengage.
Your Honor.
The next person is Trina Color.
Yes,
Ms. Color, have you typed your name and email address in the chat?
I have.
Do we have that, Ms. Yates, or you need for her to repeat it?
I have it.
All right, Ms. Color, you can disengage. You will receive your new court date through your email. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next is it Mamie Grable?
Yes.
Have you typed your name and email address in the chat, Ms. Grable?
Yes, I did figure that out.
All right, thank you. Do we have her information, Ms. Yates?
Yes, we do.
All right, Ms. Grable, you can disengage. You will receive your next court date for your trial through your email, ma'am, okay?
Thank you so much. Have a good
Thank you.
afternoon.
Take care. You can disengage. Next is Charles Harris. Charles Harris. Mr. Richard.
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you typed your name and email address in the chat?
That's correct, I have, sir.
All right, do we have that, Ms. Yates?
Yes.
All right, his matter will be bound over to Clayton County. You can disengage, Mr. Richard. Thank you.
Roger, thank you, Your Honor.
Next will be Charles Harris.
1 second. Charles Harris looked like he got kicked off.
Okay, I'll just keep going and come back. Next is Godfrey Ishigbi.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Have you typed your name and email address in the chat?
Yes, sir.
Do we have his information?
Yes, we have it.
All right, sir, you can disengage. You will receive your new trial date.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Next is Demario Hodges.
Present.
Do we have Mr. Hodges' information? Have you typed your name and email address in the chat, sir?
I did, and
No,
yeah, I did.
I had to wait for him to
Ms.
call my
Yates, do
name.
we have his information?
1 moment, sir.
And also, Judge, I came way out here from California. I called that number. They didn't tell me it was Zoom. It's crazy. It'd been helpful. When I called, they gave me the wrong address. I went to the city hall. It was just ridiculous. Sorry.
We did not provide you the wrong address, sir. And
No, I said
I
I
do
called-
have your email address.
All right,
No, I
Mr.
said I called
Hodges,
the number.
thank you. You will receive your trial date through Forest Park, and it will be virtual. Do you understand that, sir?
Thank you very much for
All right, you
clarifying
can
that.
disengage.
Thank you.
Next will be Quanice
Terrence
Jennings.
Backus.
Quanice Jennings.
Yes.
Have you typed your name and email address in the chat?
Yes, I have.
All right, do we have her information?
He checked my email with a clerk, and she said she got it.
Okay, so you're free to go. How did you?
I hear some talking in the background. Please mute. Miss, are we able to locate Miss Jennings? Can you please repeat
I have
your
her,
email address?
I have her, Judge Freeman, I have her information.
Okay, she has your information. Miss Jennings, you can disengage. You'll receive your new court date through your email,
Okay, thank you.
okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Next is Renee Landers.
Yes, sir.
Please turn your video on.
Okay.
Ms. Landers, have you typed your email address in the chat?
Yes, sir, I did.
All right, do we have that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Landers, you can disengage. You will receive your court date through your email.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Next is Essence Moss.
Yes.
Ms. Moss, have you typed your email in the chat?
Yes, I have.
Do we have that, Ms. Yates?
You're not on mute. I have it.
Thank you. Ms. Moss, you can disengage. You will receive your not guilty plea form. Please enter not guilty and you'll receive your new court date in Forest Park. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right, thank you. You can disengage. Next is Sergio Yovich Oleg.
Yes, Your Honor, I am here.
All right, sir, have you typed your email address in the chat?
I have.
Thank you. Do we have his information?
Yes, sir, we do.
All right, sir, you will receive your plea form, which you will enter a not guilty plea and your new court date through your email. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do. Your Honor, may I give some explanation or?
Well, you don't need to give it today. Let me have you to give it on your trial date and we'll see you back here in Forest Park, okay?
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir. You can disengage.
Thank you. Have a great day, Your Honor.
All right, you do the same. Next is Jessica Reed. Jessica Reed.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Reed, you've entered a not guilty plea. Have you typed your name and email address in the chat?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Yates, do we have her information?
Yes, we have it.
All right, Ms. Reed, you can disengage. You will receive your new court date for Forest Park through your email. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. You can disengage.
Thank you.
Next is Sharanika Stevens.
I'm here.
And it looks like Tatiania Stevens. Are you
Yes,
two
she's
related?
here.
Are you two
Yes, that's my
related?
daughter.
All right. Let me ask you, have both of you typed your email address in the chat?
Yes.
All right, can we confirm that, Ms. Yates?
You said, can we
Got it.
confirm the?
We got it, sir.
All right, both of you all will have your reset court date for Forest Park. It will come through your email and we'll see you back here on your trial date. Do you understand
Okay,
that?
thank you.
You can both disengage. Next is Jason Strange.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Mr. Strange, you've entered a not guilty plea. Have you typed your name and email address in the chat?
I have, Your Honor.
Do we have that, Ms. Yates?
Yes, I have it.
All right, Mr. Strange, you can disengage, sir. Your court date, your trial date will be set in Forest Park and you will receive that notice through your email. You understand
Your
that?
Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. You can disengage.
Thank you.
Ms. Landers, you can disengage. We've already taken care of your matter. Mr. Strange, you can disengage. Ibrahim Cisse, let me see.
Sir, go ahead and speak to the judge.
Okay. Yeah, I played I don't know which one. I'm not sure which one I played, Your Honor, but I don't know what to do next.
Judge Freeman.
I am right here. What is your question?
Yes, sir. I don't know what to do next, sir.
All right, Mr. Cisse is in the lobby. What is your plea to the charge, sir?
He pled Nolo, Your Honor. We were going to check to see.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't have his information. Did he speak with the prosecutor?
No, he was in the lobby. He
All
didn't.
right, Mr. Cisse, are you intending to enter a no plea to the charge, sir?
Yeah, I played Lolo, sir.
Do you understand that by entering into the no plea that you're doing this without the assistance of a lawyer?
No.
Would you like to have time to hire yourself a lawyer?
No, let me just plead to the charge, to the Lolo. Yes, sir.
All right. My question is, do you understand that you're entering this plea without the assistance of a lawyer?
What's his language? What is his native language?
Come again, Your Honor. Come again, please.
Do you understand that by entering into the plea, you're doing this without the assistance of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Do you believe it is in your best interest to enter into this no plea today?
Yes, sir. It's a Lolo. Yes, sir. I played
And
Lolo.
are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily? Sir, are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol?
No, sir. No, sir.
Are you understanding what I'm saying?
What happened was the day the incident happened, I was coming. The lady was here.
Say, I want to be sure you're understanding what I'm saying. Are you understanding what I'm saying, sir?
Could you come again, please, Your Honor, please?
Do you understand what I am saying to you?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking again. I didn't get you. I didn't understand. I want you to repeat that again, Your Honor, please.
I want to be sure that you are understanding what I am saying to you. So
all right.
Do you understand what I'm saying, or do you need more clarification?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor. I need more clarification. Yes.
Sir, what's your nationality?
Say?
What language do you speak? What language do you speak?
I speak English.
You don't speak any other language?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I speak African language, but English is my language. So
Would you like for us to get an African interpreter for you?
We can get you an interpreter, that's why I'm asking you.
now,
Well, it'll be at a later date, but I just don't know what language.
no, I can do it now, today.
We can't.
So let me start over. Do you understand that by entering into the no-law plea, that you're doing this without the assistance of a lawyer?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you also understand that by entering into the plea that you are waiving your right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
Are you entering into the plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And do you believe it is in your best interest to enter into the no-law plea?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, the fine amount is $165. Do you understand that?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Are you able to pay that today, or do you need time to pay that?
I will pay that today, Your Honor.
They will give you a plea form to fill out, and you will pay the fine of $165 today, and that will close your matter out. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, I want to ask a question, sir.
What is your question?
Is it gonna be a point on my driving record, sir?
Because you entered a no-law plea, and if you are eligible, there will be no points.
Okay, all right.
He is eligible.
Thank
He has a class A.
Do you, all right, sir, do you understand that?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
We have taken care of the Stevens, and we have a few more people. Miss Ida, Miss Landers, you can disengage. We've taken
Yes,
care
Your
of
Honor.
your matter. Miss Ida, you have two people.
I think I have three
Tell me who
actually.
they are. You have three people.
Yeah, the first one is on page 3, and I'm sorry, the first one is on page 6, and that is Miss Carrera Verónica. Señorita
Okay.
Verónica, prenda el micrófono que el juez le va a hablar.
Está bien.
Okay, there she is, Your Honor.
All right, will you ask her what is her plea to driving without a license?
¿Cómo se declara por manejar sin licencia?
Culpable.
Guilty.
Do you understand that by entering into the guilty plea, you're doing so without the assistance of a lawyer?
Usted entiende que declararse aquí culpable y usted está haciendo esto sin el asesoramiento de un abogado. ¿Entendió eso?
Sí.
Yes.
Do you further understand that by entering the plea that you are waiving your right to a trial?
Y también entiende que al declararse culpable usted renuncia al derecho a tener un juicio. ¿Entendió eso?
Sí.
Yes.
Are you entering into the plea freely and voluntarily?
¿Se está declarando de esta manera por su propia voluntad y libremente?
Así es.
Yes, that's right.
Let her know that the court will accept her guilty plea. The fine amount is $695.
Aceptamos su declaración de culpable y la multa son de $695.
Ok.
Is she able to pay that within the next 2 weeks?
¿Usted puede pagar eso a más tardar en 2 semanas?
Hoy mismo si se puede.
Today, if it's possible, I can pay it today.
Is she there at the courthouse right now?
¿Está usted en la frente del tribunal ahora en este momento? ¿Se encuentra cerca del tribunal?
A 4 minutos de ahí donde vivo.
Oh yeah, it's about 4 minutes away from where I live.
Tell her if she can get Miss Yates. Is it okay for her to come and satisfy that today, or would you prefer her come tomorrow?
She can come today.
Or if she can come today, Miss Ida, by 4 o'clock.
Okay, puede venir hoy a pagarla, a estar allá antes de las 4 de la tarde.
Sí, terminando, voy para allá. ¿Compro money order?
Yes, when I finish, I'm gonna go there. Do I need to buy a money order? Can she pay
Pay
in
with
cash,
cash,
Michelle?
money order, debit or credit card. Debit or credit card must be in your name and you must present ID.
Okay, puede pagar dinero en efectivo, en giro postal, y si usa tarjeta de débito de crédito, tiene que estar a su nombre y le van a cobrar un costo por usarla, ¿ok?
Voy a pagar cash.
Okay, I'm gonna pay in cash.
Thank you.
Okay, gracias. Entonces asegúrese que que llegue ya antes de las 4, ¿ok?
¿Es ahí en el municipio de Forest Park? ¿Ahí? ¿Adentro?
It's inside the Forest Park Municipal Court?
That is correct.
Sí. You want me to give her the address so that
It's
way she knows?
320 Cash Memorial Boulevard.
En 320 Cash Memorial Boulevard, donde queda el departamento de policía. Está también el tribunal.
Sí, tengo la dirección. Muchas gracias, voy para allá.
Okay, thank you very much, and I'm on my way there.
Thank you.
Ok,
Que
ya
tenga
se puede igualmente. Gracias. Have a good day. Se puede retirar ahora, señora Verónica.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Your Honor, the next one that I have is on page 25, and that is María Aguilar Rodríguez. Por favor, prenda su micrófono, señora Rodríguez.
And what is her plea to the two charges?
¿Cómo se declara los dos cargos, señora Aguilar?
Culpable.
Guilty.
Does she understand that by entering into the guilty plea to the two charges, she's doing this without the assistance of a lawyer?
¿Usted entiende que declararse culpable de estos dos cargos lo está haciendo sin asesoramiento de un abogado? ¿Entendió eso?
Sí.
Yes.
Does she further understand that by entering into the plea that she's waiving her right to a trial?
Y también renuncia a tener a tener un juicio conjurado al declararse aquí culpable. ¿Usted entendió eso?
Sí.
Yes.
Is she entering into the plea freely and voluntarily?
¿Se está declarando de esta manera por su propia voluntad y libremente?
Sí.
Yes.
And does she believe it is in her best interest to enter into the plea?
¿Y usted considera que esto es lo que más le conviene declararse de esta manera?
Sí.
Yes.
Let her know the court will accept her guilty plea. The total fine is $895.
La multa total son 895 y el juez va a aceptar su declaración de culpable.
Okay.
Okay.
Is she able to pay that in 2 weeks, or does she need a longer period of time?
¿Usted puede pagar esto a más tardar en 2 semanas o necesita más tiempo para pagarlo?
No, yo voy mañana.
No, I'm going to go tomorrow.
All right, tell her she can go to the courthouse and satisfy that on tomorrow.
Ok, mañana puede ir a pagarlo al tribunal y puede resolver y pagar esto, cancelar
Ask
esto.
her,
¿Ok?
do we have her email address in the chat so they can reach out to her?
¿Usted puso su correo electrónico en el chat?
Sí.
Yes.
Can we confirm that, Ms. Yates? She's on page 25 of 29 down at the bottom.
I don't see it.
No la vemos la dirección electrónica. ¿Lo puede
Provide
poner
you
en
with
el
her
chat?
email address.
Permítame.
She's gonna do it again, Your Honor. And I have one more case, Your Honor.
That's fine.
We have her email, Your Honor.
Okay.
You have her email. She can disengage.
Ya tenemos su correo electrónico, ya lo consiguieron, ya se puede retirar, señora.
Okay,
¿Ok?
gracias.
De nada, hasta luego. Thank you.
Wait, I'm sorry, hold on one
Espérese,
moment.
espérese un momentito, espérese un momentito.
I'm sorry. Could she please provide us with that email address?
Okay,
Por favor,
ask
nos
her
puede-
to provide that to
Ok,
you, Ms.
señora Aguilar, por favor ponga su correo electrónico en el chat porque parece que no lo tienen o no lo consiguieron.
Okay.
Ok, aprieta donde dice chat y entonces ahí va a poner, lo va a poner para que le llegue a FMPC. Ok, ahí uno puede escoger a quién mandárselo, unos dicen todos, otros dice FMPC, lo aprieta en FMPC y empieza a escribir.
Okay.
Ok. She's doing that, Miss J.
Thank you.
¿Ya la mandó? Oh, no.
You got everything you need, Ms. Ida?
I have one more, Your Honor.
Okay, who is the last person?
I think it's the first, actually, on page 3, number 1, Barahona Petrona Estela.
Okay.
Señora Petrona, aprieta el micrófono para poderla escuchar.
Sí.
Okay, there she is, Your Honor.
Do you ask her what is her plea to the leash law violation?
¿Cómo se declara a esta infracción en cumplimiento de no tener el perro amarrado?
Culpable.
Guilty.
Does she understand that by entering into the guilty plea, she's doing this without the assistance of a lawyer?
¿Usted entiende que declararse culpable aquí lo está haciendo sin asesoramiento de un abogado? ¿Entendió eso?
Sí.
Yes.
Does she also understand that by entering the plea, she will not have a trial?
También entiende que declararse aquí de esta manera usted no va a tener un juicio. ¿Entendió eso?
Sí.
Yes.
Is she entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Se está declarando de esta manera por su propia voluntad y libremente.
Sí.
Yes.
Let her know that the court will accept her guilty plea,
Aceptamos su declaración de culpable.
and the fine amount is $265.
La multa son $265.
Is she able to pay that in the next 2 weeks?
¿Puede pagar eso a más tardar en 2 semanas?
Sí, ahorita voy a pagar. Estoy aquí.
Oh, yes, I am going to pay right now because I'm right here.
Okay, tell her she can go inside the house, go inside the courthouse and pay the sum of $265.
Ok, puede entrar al tribunal y pagar en la ventanilla la cantidad de $265.
Sí.
Yes,
Gracias.
de
All
nada.
right, thank you.
Gracias, puede retirarse, ahora puede apagar salirse de la llamada, pues.
Gracias.
All right.
Ok, de nada.
Mr. Charles Harris, thank you, thank you, Madam Interpreter.
You're welcome, Your Honor.
Mr. Harris,
Yes, sir.
you've asked that your case be bound over to Clayton County. Have you typed your name and email address in the chat, sir?
Yes.
Can we confirm that, Ms. Yates? Charles Harris, and if not, can you please repeat it?
I have it.
All right, she has it, sir. Your case will be bound over to Clayton County. The next time you receive a court notice, you will not come to Forest Park, but you will go to Clayton County. Do you understand that?
Yes. Where would the notice be sent?
It will be sent to the address that's on your tickets. If that is changed, please provide that to Ms. Yates through the chat right now.
Okay, I'll do that.
Type the new address in the chat.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, maybe excuse, Your Honor.
You certainly can. Thank you.
You're welcome. Everybody have a good week and a good weekend.
You
Okay.
too as well. Thank you.
All right. Do we have anyone else there in the lobby that we need to deal with?
No, Your Honor.
And do we have anyone left in the queue, Ms. Yates or Ms. Payton, that we need to deal with?
No.
Other than Mr. Harris, who's typing his address in, his case will be bound over to Clayton County. All right, I see Mr. Harris's updated address. All right, Mr. Harris, you can disengage, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you all.